Okay, so in this video, we are going to talk about having a journal. Okay, first we're going to talk about having a journal, and then we're going to talk about how professionals, how they write in their journal. Okay, now it's very good to have a journal because you want to understand yourself. You want to look back and look at your bad habits. You want to look at your trades. It's a good thing to have because you can look at your stats. You always want to look at your numbers. Okay, your numbers will always have some type of pattern to it. Okay, so you go back and you look at your notes and you look at what you are doing wrong so you can fix it. Now, most retail traders, okay, when they create a journal, they usually have the time, so what day it was, right? They usually have the entry, the exits, was it a winner, and was it a loser, and pretty much that's it. They might add on a couple more things, but that's pretty much it, okay? Now, if you want to start with that, that's good, okay? At least you're starting, because most people, they don't even journal at all. Guys, make sure you journal, okay? It's very, very important. They want to skip this part. Everybody thinks that, this part is not important. You have to understand. A lot of seven-figure traders that I know, they still journal. They don't even have to journal, but guess what? They still journal, guys, right? Remember we was talking about how professionals, like the real top athletes, right? They're the first guy to come in the gym and the first one to leave. Same thing with these professional traders, guys. They're not going to just not journal just because they're making money now. No, every single day after they finish trading, guess what? They're probably the last guy to leave because they write in their journal and they're trying to talk about what happened that day, okay? Now, do you have to journal every single day? You should at least write down your trades and write down your entries and all that stuff every single day. Now, I want you to go back and look at your journal. You don't have to do that every single day. You can do that at the end of the week if you want. Look at your journal, look at your mistakes, look at your winning days and your losing days, because some people will probably skip their winning days and think they didn't make any mistakes. No, still look at your winning days. See if you do anything wrong, or see if you can do something that can, make your trading better. All right. Now, let's talk about how professionals deal with journals. Okay, because professionals, they really go deep into what they write in a journal. It's a personal thing to them. Okay, so when they write in a journal, they really go deep. So let's talk about what professional traders do when they write in a journal. Okay, now, number one, they want to know how far the trade went against them before it went into profit, okay? The reason why they track it is because let's say that your stop loss is 20 ticks, right? And let's say that 80% of the time, the trade go against you 15 ticks. So you're going to say, man, 80% of the time, the trade goes against me 15 ticks? Well, you know what? I should just wait until price goes against me 15 ticks, then I enter the market so I can have a tighter stop loss. Instead of having a 20 tick stop loss, I can have a 5 tick stop loss. Okay, that's why they track all this stuff. Okay, not saying that that's going to happen to you. I'm just saying that these guys are really deep, and they want to know their numbers. Okay, number two, they also write down how they feel before going to work or before trading. Okay, they want to know their emotions. They want to know what mood they was in before they was trading. And also they track how they feel before they take a trade, because some trades you take and you are excited, like, wow, this trade looks like it's going to work out. So they track that too. Now, if you feel like you are excited and you track that and you realize, man, every time you are excited and you take a trade, you lose, right? Most of the time. And I realize some of the trades I'm excited about, okay, they don't work out. But the trades that I look at and say, I don't know if this is going to work out, a lot of them do work out, okay? So you're going to realize that. So they track that too, okay? So let's go to number three. Number three, they also write down how they feel after they took the trade. Did they get too excited? Was they mad? Etc. Okay? Number four, they take screenshots of all their trades. Okay, and this is a big one. You want to take screenshots of your trades, because if you want to look at a particular trade and you say, wow, this trade looks really good, okay, you can track it. So they have screenshots of all their trades. Once you screenshot your trades, you're probably going to realize, wow, this trade works really good when news come out or when the market opens, etc. Now let's go to number 5. Number 5, guys, they look for a repeating pattern with losing trades. Okay, so for example, now I notice that 90% of the time my first trades are losers in the mornings. Okay, now it's actually better now, but back in the days it was really like 90% of my trades are losers, and I realized, okay, I was forcing trades. I didn't let trades play out. So when you track your losers, okay, and you realize, wow, every loser or most of my losers happens at the open, then guess what? You can eliminate that. Okay, so track your losing trades and write down, is it a certain reason why you're losing? Okay, and then once you see that pattern repeat itself over and over and over, then you can say, well, you know what, I don't think I'm going to take that trade anymore. Okay, and that will help you out a lot. Let's go to number 6. Number 6, they ask themselves, how can I make more money from my winners? Okay, so if you're writing in your journal, okay, and let's say that every week you go over your journal and you're looking at your winners, they ask themselves, you know what, man, how can I actually make more money from my winners? Okay, and in this training program, we actually went over how you can actually make more money from your winners. But if you see another way, okay, make sure you write that down. Number 7, they check to see, is there a certain day during the week they lose the most? Okay, so let's say they, for some odd reason, Monday is the day where, they are always losing. Okay, now just because you lose Monday, right, for the most part, doesn't mean you have to stop, but maybe you want to trade lighter size. Okay, because a lot of people, I remember listening to one trader, he said that on Mondays he's very excited to trade, so that's why he mess up. Okay, because he have a lot of FOMO. Okay, so if you feel like that, then recognize that pattern, work on that pattern. Okay, work on that bad habit, and either don't trade that day, or if you're going to trade that day, understand that you have FOMO and probably go lighter size, or make sure that you don't have FOMO that day. Okay, now let's go to number 8. Number 8, they check to see if there is a certain hour of the day, okay, that they lose the most. Maybe they realize, wow, 12 p.m. I lose pretty much 90% of the time when I trade after 12 p.m. Okay, so they track that stuff. You probably think, oh man, I have a losing strategy, but you're not realizing the market slows down around 12 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, and you're thinking you have a bad strategy, but you don't. It's because you're trading when the market is slow. Okay, so they track that stuff. All right, so let's go to the next one. Number 9, they ask themselves, okay, how can I lose less from my losers? Maybe you want to trade small first, or maybe you want to eliminate this setup, or whatever you see in your journal. Maybe you can say, you know what, I want to do this less. But overall, okay, they look to see, how can I lose less from my losers? Okay, number 10, they track their setups. They find out what setups are doing better, and they see why they are doing better. Okay, so they say, wow, I noticed that for some reason this setup works 90% of the time, and they track that. Okay, and the last one, guys, number 11, they write down, did they get enough sleep last night? Guys, if you're not getting enough sleep and you're coming to trade, sometimes it's going to be hard to focus. You want to basically be at 100%, okay, when you are trading. So please, guys, make sure you get a lot of sleep. Okay, so that's it. I'm quite sure they probably have a lot more, but those are the main things I noticed. Okay, now when it comes to writing in your journal, guys, make sure that you review your journal every week. I don't care if it's a winning week or not. Please review your journal, please, guys. Right now, when you realize, okay, your mistakes, I want you to write down your mistakes and have your mistakes next to you every single time you trade. Okay, and I want you to work on your mistakes. Okay, now, guys, listen, if you complain about trading and you don't journal, you don't have the right to complain. Okay, it's that simple. You don't have the right to complain if you don't journal. If you can't even go back and look at your mistakes and what you're doing wrong so you can fix it, complain about, oh my gosh, the market was slow, or oh my gosh, you know, the market is beating me up. No, you don't have the right to complain. You're probably doing something. You have to go back, look to see what you are doing wrong, and then fix it. Alright? Make sure you track your stats. Alright, so this is the end of this video, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.